to the game. I'm sure the chat want to hear your feel, and I don't know your thoughts on the game.
No. Let's get into your thoughts. But I'm tired of talking about my thoughts. My thoughts is Arteta out, bro. My thoughts ain't changed.
I know your thoughts is Arteta out. This guy, I know that. Yeah, in regards to the game, this is why I wanted Amorim out. This is the sole reason. This is the same group of players that so many United fans and so many rival fans told me was incapable of this. The team is awful. The team is dreadful. We need a complete overhaul. The team can't do anything. And you see it with Carrick. Carrick is a novice. Let's be honest, in the Premier League when it comes to the managerial side of things. And he's done the business. Not against general consensus. The two best, hey, big up, Cammy. The two best teams, 1 and 2 in the league, general consensus. And it's deservedly so. Not only can no one say, we didn't play well in the game and we're the better team, we're also deserving of the win. And that's where I'm at with my thoughts on the game. Amorim out is still, even though he's gone, we need to hire him to sack him again. That's facts. But all Carrick's come in and done is just simplified the game. Simplified the game. He's given the players simple instructions off the ball, simple instructions on the ball, and it's paid dividends in these 2 games. It's paid dividends. Hence why we went and performed against you lot. Because I was confident of going into the game with you lot. I didn't think we win. Anyway, we win, but I thought, yeah, we'll get a draw. But you lot I was expecting a much better Arsenal. I expected you lot to be flying out of the traps, and set pieces was the thing I was most concerned about with you lot. You ended up scoring a set piece as well. But other than that, didn't really offer too much, to be honest. Really didn't, and deserving of a win. And it was 2 bangers as well. The dog one and the Cunha one. Again, 2 players who I think have been overly criticised as well. So it was great to see Cunha get to score that winner and then be out here dancing at the Emirates in the dark kit. Love it. A great assist from Zubimendi as well. That was pass of the game to me. I'm saying right into Mbremo's path. Lovely little weight of pass. I'm saying that was lovely weighted. And outside of that, the press from Mbremo and Bruno, we actually cohesively pressed because there was times we let you have the ball and then there was times we pressed you. You would have thought that just a little bit of coaching would help. So yeah, that's my general thoughts on the game.
Did you go into this game feeling like, yeah, we can get these, man? Because I can't lie, I wasn't confident going into this game. I won't lie. I still expected us to get something out of it, but I was like, I'm not. Yeah, these man, I'm not confident. Because I kept saying all season that Achilles' heel was when teams go direct and when teams are physical. We seem to not do that well this season. Chelsea, Sunderland, even Bayern, believe it or not. Even though we won that game, when we were struggling, when they were going direct, they were opening up our defense. Even Inter, like that Inter game, another game, we've been getting away with it a lot, bro. Where we've been getting opened up. Like Martinez and Thuram they should have at least had a brace. You know what I'm saying? They should have at least with the chances that we gave him. Like our defense has not been that great lately, and I don't know what it is with direct football, but we get caught out. It's like we don't expect it. And the press with Chelsea, even when they're down to 10 men, we didn't look good. So I knew you guys could press. I knew you guys could counter-attack. I knew you guys you got players that like to go forward. And I was like, listen, that's our Achilles heel when teams play like that against us. You know what I mean? So I wasn't confident about us going into this game. You know what I mean? But did you go into this game feeling like, yeah, we can get these guys?
I thought we could get the win, yes. But when people was asking me, I said the most I thought let me say this. A win wasn't out of the realms of possibility. No. But I was thinking draw. I thought the most we could get was a draw. But if someone said win, I'm like, I kind of see where you're coming from, but I wasn't convinced. Like my chat is still on to me now. Because there were so many people in my chat, Arsenal fans, United fans, non-Arsenal fans, and non-Manchester United fans that after the game have been like, see, I told you flawless. I told you United would get the win. Or United fans saying, I told you we win it. And I'm like, I'm happy to be wrong. Because yes, it went out of the realms of possibility. I personally just didn't see it. As you mentioned there about you lot struggling on the counter-attack and teams being physical. It was us defensively I didn't trust. Attacking-wise, I said before the game, if we don't score minimum 1 goal, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. Because I thought the way you lot play and us on the counter, we can definitely score goals. I actually rate our attackers, they're good enough. Especially when I look at how we played against Manchester City as well and how Carrick was going to set up and he set up that way. I just expected you lot to be much better. I didn't expect the Forest Arsenal. You mentioned Inter Milan. Who else? Like Liverpool. I didn't expect it to be flat. I'm like, the Emirates is going to be rocking. This is Manchester United coming to town. The energy is going to be on 10. And I expected the players to play at a quicker pace than they did, the Arsenal players. And that really didn't happen. Set pieces as well. I know how dangerous you lot are from set pieces, and I didn't trust us. Minus the goal you scored from the one of the corners, we actually defended it pretty well. So yeah, that's why I'm surprised, SG. It was less about Arsenal and more about Manchester United. Bear in mind, I've only seen one game from Carrick beforehand. So yeah, like that's what it is. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. So that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it in regards to it. So a win, I didn't think really that we could get. I could kind of see where people was coming from, but I was like, draw. I was confident. I was very confident of a draw. I didn't think we'd lose. But hey, that performance, spot on. A1. All of them down to a T, and Michael Carrick.
Yo, Michael Carrick's doing this thing. I can't lie. Both games well deserved. Neither us or City can even complain. You know what I'm saying? Even you know what? Do you know how bad this beating was? Yeah, because it was a beating, and you should have. To be honest, Bruno Fernandes had 2 opportunities that he should have buried.
Yeah, the Saliba one though, I think that's a great challenge. The one that Saliba's kind of kicked and he's kicked it onto him. Saliba's made like that is a quality tackle, but
he should have been a bit faster, yeah. But the other one, he kicked it wide, and I'm like, yo, you're in front of goal, bro. You at least get down target. You expect him to convert that. The mad thing is,
he's there to hit the target. I hear you on that one. Yeah,
he was the one doing the little 1-2 for the Mbeumo goal. I'm like, yo, like when does Bruno play like this? Guy, I've never seen Bruno. This is how shit we was getting Bruno looking like a baller, bro. Like, remember that little giving goals.
He was giving goals, yo. Bro, and he's been doing this. We've been doing rondos. We did it against City and we did it against you lot. And it comes back to people. Simple coaching. These are the same players, I say it again, that people said was horrendous and awful, and United needed a whole new squad and everybody needed to be sold. And it's like, no, Carrick has just joined and simplified the game. And you see, because these men can play football as much as I'm critical and have been critical of Bruno. He's been very good in the game against you lot and was very good against Manchester City as well. And off the ball, because I've mentioned a lot of the time about defensively and how he doesn't press correctly, and it was him and Mbeumo that caused Zubimendi to do that as well. So it's like, yeah, man. Like Josh, I'm gonna be cordial. Like North, my guy. Like look at his face right now. Look at his face right now.
This guy.
Look at North right now. I know, because North knows, and many Arsenal fans knows what's on the horizon for them. It's now down to 4 points. City are chasing them down. Villa are chasing them down. I'm just happy with the win. I ain't got to crash on Arsenal like that and be like, oh, that North will do that better than me. So why am I going to do that, man? I know my place. Northside going to crash on Arsenal way better than I'm going to crash on Arsenal. He a wordsmith when it comes to that. So I'm like, all right, that's his bag. I'm going to leave him to it and wax lyrical about Manchester United more. So I just mentioned Bruno and Mbeumo again. Clinical. And he's got a knack for scoring in big games. He scored away at the Emirates. He scored at home to Manchester City in the Manchester Derby. He scored away at Liverpool at Anfield. Won the penalty as well against Chelsea in the win. Scored at Spurs as well. So, like, he's got a knack for scoring in big games as well. Cunha, a lot of people criticized him, was over the top with him. I was critical of him this season, but he's under that footballing terrorist that was Ruben Amorim. And it's like people just overlook that. People will wax lyrical and tell Northside how wrong he is about Arteta and how good Arteta makes Arsenal. So you don't think it works the same when the manager's terrible. It was cold. Big up to Prom as well. Shouts to everyone in the chat. Quality finish by Cunha, and he's been good in the other game as well. Maino, people were ready to cash in on Maino. Oh, we need to sell him. Or he's not that good. The one I love the best, non-mobile. He can't run. Covered the most.
Is that what your fan base is saying?
Yeah. People wanted him gone. Not good enough.
That's mad.
Not good enough. People were saying he's not good enough. Not mobile enough. That's what I love. Not mobile enough. We play City and Arsenal back to back. Who's the player who covered the most ground off the ball? Kobbie Maino. You know why? Because he's not just out there running around like an idiot. The manager's instructed him when and where he needs to run. For example, the City game, when Rodri get the ball, you press him. And then when anyone else has the ball, you sit next to Casemiro. That's what we did against Arsenal minus the Rodri thing. As soon as Arsenal are in possession, sit next to Casemiro, make it hard for them to break us down. Rarely did Arsenal get in behind our midfield in front of our defense in central areas. Forced them wide, and you got Dogu and Ahmad doing the business. Maguire, who receives a lot of criticism from me, quality. Martinez, very, very good. Thought he should have done better for the first goal, though. But his pass into Maino for the winning goal is underrated. Because he's the one who breaks the line. He does that often, breaks the lines into Maino. Maino megs on Rice, and then Cunha does his thing. Like, come on, man. And the fullbacks were very good as well. The fullbacks were very good. Because I'm super critical of Shaw and Dalot. Don't think they're good enough. But in that game, they was very, very good. People will crash on the Arsenal attackers, and rightfully so, because they've been poor and the stats are backing that up. But yeah, man, like, we did the business and got, again, people, a deserved win. It wasn't just a win at the Emirates and it's a poor performance and we go, we got lucky. No. Pop these man off the park. You see Northside talking about the rondos and everything. It's crazy. Like, that's what it is. It's mad. Feel me? Like, that's what it is. The Maino megs on him and everything like that. On Rice. And then that Cunha finished, the Dogu Bruno one. And we did that through the game. There were so many great passages of play. Giving goals whenever we see Manchester United like that. And this is Michael Carrick. There ain't no top level elite gaffer. And now we go to kick on. You didn't do a watch along, did you, Northside?
No.
Nah, just a match reaction.
Just match reaction, bro.
All right, cool. Nah, because I'm not caught up with everyone's content. That's what it is, man. I still got to do the rounds and catch all the Arsenal content creators, you feel me? So I'm going to make sure you lot watch Northside's match reaction as well and support, man. Feel me?
This guy. And man said, yo, Northside, crash it out, man. Bro, this ain't Rocket League, bro. There's nothing to crash out. What am I crashing out with? There's nothing to crash out, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to crash out about, bro. Look at the way man's talking to me. His season's supposed to be done. He's supposed to be in the medical room. He's supposed to be DRB in the medical tier. You know what I'm saying? Wait your turn. We'll call your name. You know what I'm saying?